So in this part, we are going to learn about PHP as Superglobals, which are special built-in variables that are always available in your script. You don't need to declare them. They let you access data like user input, server information, sessions, cookies, and file uploads, and much more. Okay, so let's go through the most useful Superglobals in PHP. So the first one that we are going to take a look at, and we use it most of the time, it is called the $_get. Okay, so this $_get gets data from the URL. Okay, so for example here, let us have a form. We are going to demonstrate using a form. So for example here, let us have a simple form here. Let us have a form created inside here. So let me show you something. Here we have the index.html file inside the my site folder, which is found inside the htdocs, which is also inside the XAMPP folder. Okay, so here we have the index.html. So after doing that, here we have a form. Let us create a form. It is going to be a get. Okay, for form here it has the action. The action is going to be our index.php. Then here we need to have the get, so it is a get request. So here let us have the input. For the input we are going to have input, which is going to be, so let us have Ctrl+Z. Input is going to be a text here. Name, it is going to be for the name. ID, we are not going to specify it. So here let us specify a placeholder. It's going to be name. So here let us create a button for submit, and here let us have submit. So after that we are going to save our file. So we are going to go back in the index.php and show you how we can use this Superglobal. So here let us have let us access. So here let us create a variable for the name. It is going to contain our name. Okay, this name. So this name we are going to get it. Remember this one. The index.php is the one that is going to handle this request. Okay, we are going to be sending a request using this form. Okay, and it is here, this index.php. So inside that index.php, remember here we shall need this name. Okay, this name. Let us copy it. Then we go back in the index.php. Then we use the $_get. Okay, that $_get, and here inside here we need to provide a string of that name. Okay, so we paste it there, but it must be in form of a string. Okay, so after doing that, let us end our line. So after doing that, let us echo out our name. So let us save. So you should note that when using get requests, the data is going to pass through the URL. Okay, here down up here. Okay, the data is going to be here like this. Okay, it's going to be there like this question mark. Okay, and it is going to follow. Okay, we are going to have the name. So can't I decrease? No, I can't. We are going to have the name and the information and the other information. Okay, so let me lead this one. Let us go back. So here instead let us go back to index.php, index.html. So here we have localhost /my site /index.html. Okay, oh no, index.html like that. So here we have we have our input. Okay, here let us provide the name Rashid there, and if we submit, as you can see here, I'm sorry guys, as you can see here, name equals to Rashid, as you can see. So we submit the information passes through the URL. Okay, passes through the URL, as you can see here. But when using the post request, this is not secure. It is secure when you are working with unsensitive data which is not sensitive. But if you are working with sensitive data, it is better to use the post request when posting data, when sending data to the server. Okay, as you can see here, name equals to Rashid. Okay, so here let us go back to the index.html, and we send. Let us before we send, let me show you another Superglobal, which is the post. So here we need to change, and we use the post. Okay, after using the post, here let us save our file, and then we go inside the index.html, and here the method we should specify that we are using this one is going to send data as a post request. Okay, sorry guys. So let us save our file and then we go back in the browser. So here in the browser, let us use Rashid as the name, and if we submit, as you can see, and different name key, okay, name key. So here in okay, so here we have failed. What is wrong? Okay, let us go back. Maybe I've done a certain mistake. So here we have the name. Okay, we have the name. Here we have the method. It is a post. Let us save. Okay, so after saving, let us go back here. So here we are getting the post. We are using the post request here. Post here we are getting the data from the form using this post method. So here let us use this one. So let us use instead of double quote, let us save and we see. So if we refresh and then we write our name Rashid and we submit, as you can see here we get Rashid, as you can see. But here you should note that when using the post request, in the URL there is no question mark and the data, it is not there. Okay, so this one is more secure. It is more secure, guys. So let us take a look at another one. So another Superglobal we have is the request. Okay, the request. You should note that all Superglobals are started with $_. So this one is the request. Okay, it is like that. And this one, it gets both get and the post. Okay, that for example here, if we use the request and then we save and then we come here and then we go back and then we refresh the index.html and then we write Shafiq like that, and then we save and then we send, and when we send we get Shafiq out. Okay, so let us go in the index.html and we change to the get method like that, and then we go inside the browser, we go back in the index.html and then we refresh the page and then we save another one which is called shat. Oh no, it is sharwa, like that, sharwa, and then we send. Okay, if we send, as you can see, we get, okay, we get the information. Okay, as you can see, if you see this one, you should know that we are using the get request. Okay, so that is it. So let us take a look at another Superglobal which is called the server. Okay, and this one it will get us information. It will get us the server and the request information. Okay, so for example, let us decrease here. Let us go back in the index.php here and we start using the server Superglobal. So here to use the server Superglobal, let us echo out. For example, let us echo out the server name. Okay, the server name. So let us echo out $_server. Okay, _server. Then here inside here we need to provide something. So here these ones, you should note that for the server they must be all capital letters. Okay, so here for the server, here we want server _name. Okay, like that. So if we save, this one is going to be the server name. Let us use them at once. This one server name is going to be that one. Let us concatenate like that. So after doing that, let us break here. Let us concatenate another one and then we break. Okay, we break. I think you know this one very well. And then we use the break tag to break like that. Oh no. Use the break tag to break. Okay, so let us copy this code or this line, copy like that, and then we paste 3 times here. We are going to see only 3 applications. Okay, we are going to see how we can get the current script name, how we can get the server host name, and how we can get the method. Okay, so here we have this is the server name, and this one is going to be the host name. Let us have the host name. This one is going to be the host name. So for the host name, we use for the host name we are going to use this one. We are going to use the server name, this one. Okay, but this one is going to be for the safety for the host name. This one, the host name, we are going to use this server name. Okay, we are going to use this server name. But for the current script name, here we are going to change this one. Let us change this one, and then we use the current script name. Okay, that one. Okay, current script name. Here we are going to use what we call the PHP underscore self. Okay, PHP underscore self, like that. Okay, so after there we are going to come here. This one, for this one we are going to get the method. Okay, so the method we are going to use here, we are going to use request underscore method. So because it is a request underscore method, like that. So after doing that, let us save, and then we go in our browser, and then we refresh. And when we refresh, we get this output. As you can see, our current script name, it is this one. It is this one. We get the path, we get this one. So the index.php. Okay. Then the host name, here as you can see, the host name, it is a localhost. Okay, localhost. Okay, so here we have the method. It is a get method. Okay, even if you are using the post method, you can get this one. Okay, you can get this one. So if we do that, so let us go back. So let us go back and we see. So here we have the get method. It is a get method. Okay, so let us go back in the form, and we change this one to a post method. We save the form, and then we come here, and then we go back to the to this one, to the index.php, and then we refresh, and then we enter certain name, and then we submit. If we submit, as you can see here, we get the method. It is a post method. Okay, as you can see. So let us take a look at another Superglobal, which is the session. Okay, and this one stores data across pages. Okay, so let us take a look at it, how we can use it. So for example, here index.php, let us delete all of this one, and then we use, so to use the sessions, we should first start the session. Okay, when you want to start the session. Okay, but if you have already created a session, you can retrieve you don't need to start a session. Okay, so for example, here we can start session, we call the session underscore start. That function, it is going to start the session. Okay, so after doing that, we need to store the data. Okay, let us store a certain data. Okay, so we use the session. So here the Superglobal we use the session. Okay, the session Superglobal. Then inside here we need to provide like the name. Okay, the name, the ID. Okay, so here provide the username. Okay, so the username, then the username, it is going to be we are going to set it to be Rashid. That username is going to be Rashid. After there, so here this one is, or we are storing a session data. Okay, session data. So after doing that, let us retrieve the data. Okay, that we have set. Okay, so later we can come here, and then we retrieve the data like this. So here let us use this one. So welcome back dot, let us format it like this, dot dollar underscore session. We use the session again, session, and then here we just provide the username like that. Okay, so after doing that, we save, and if we refresh, let us resubmit the form. So as you can see, welcome back Rashid, as you can see. So we get this one, this output. So that's how we can use the session global. Okay, Superglobal. So let us now take a look at another one, which is the cookie. Okay, and this one we use it to store small data. Okay, on users' browsers. Okay, so this one, the session, you should note that the session, using the session is more secure, okay, than using cookies. Okay, so let us now take a look at how we can use the cookie. So to use the cookies, we use let us delete all of this code, and come back here. So to use the cookie global, Superglobal, let us first set a session. Okay, using the set cookie let us first set a cookie. Okay, using the set cookie function. Okay, so let us set cookie. We are setting the cookie here. We need to provide in the name. Okay, so for the name, it's going to be username. Then here we need to provide the name. Let's provide a Rashid. Then from there we need to provide the expiration date. So when we hover over it, As you can see here, we need to provide the expiration date, okay, the expiration time, okay. So here we are going to get we are going to use the time function. The time function is going to help us convert, okay. So after there, we need to provide the seconds, okay, in terms of seconds, okay. So in terms of seconds, we want it to last for like 3 seconds. Let us put 1 hour. Let us put 1 hour there, okay. So after doing that, okay, we are going to get those cookies. So if we try to, let us not save, so let us try to read the cookie value. So to read the cookie value, we are going to use the cookie Superglobal. So let us get it using this one, dollar underscore cookie. Then here we need to provide the key. So you should note that this one is the key, and this one is in form of a value, okay. It is a value, okay. So here we need to provide the key, okay. So here we had the user name there, okay. So after doing that, then we are going to echo out. So let us copy this one, we echo out that one. So we echo out the username. So if we come here and then we refresh, resubmit, as you can see, undefined array key, username, okay. So this one we have not already. So let us reload again. So if we reload again and then we resubmit, as you can see, Rashid, okay. The major reason as to why we got the other error, it is because we set the cookie and then we run this one, okay. And PHP and the browser was not able to process that a cookie was created, okay. It was not able to process that one, okay, at that exact time, okay. So if we go inside, we inspect. Let us inspect, and then we go inside here, and the application here, okay. So after doing that, and then we come down here, as you can see here, we have 2 cookies. We have we have this one, which is here we have the session ID, here we have the user Rashid, and here we have our username, which is the cookie. As you can see, cookie value, okay. These are also cookies, but here we need to put a concentration on this one, username Rashid. As you can see here, cookie name, we have this one, the value, it is Rashid, as you can see, okay. So here we have the name, under the name, username, and the value we have Rashid, okay, as you can see that, okay. So let us take a look at another Superglobal, which is called the files, okay. So for the files, this one is used to handle file uploads, okay. So let us go here, let us come here. So for the method, we are going to use post here in our index.html file. Then for the name, it is going to be named, let us name it file. Then here for the press order, let us give it is a file. Then for the input, it is going to be a file, like that, okay. So after doing that, let us save, and then we go inside the index.php so that we can handle our request, the request. So to handle the request, let us we are just going to get let us get the file name and even the size, okay, of that file that was uploaded, okay. So what we are going to do here, let us just echo out something like let us echo out the name, okay. Let us echo out. So we use remember we use the files Superglobal when we are working with the file upload. So this one, let us get files. Then here we need to provide the name, okay. This name that we used here, the name, okay, it is file, okay. So let us get it here. Let us get file, and here we need, in order to access the information of this file, we just append here a square bracket, pair of square bracket, and then here inside here we can get the name, okay, like that. From there we can echo out another one. Let us just copy all of this code, okay. Control Z. So we copy all of this code and then we paste here. So for here we are going to get the size, okay. If we save, as you can see, I've not broken the line or added the space, but let us see, we shall see. So let us submit the form, yes. So identify, okay, key file, Okay, we need to go back. We need to go back here. So here we need to refresh. So we go back in the on the index.html page, and then we refresh. So here we need to choose a file. Let us go here. I'm going to choose a certain picture which is called out.png, and if I submit, oh no, we are getting certain piece of errors. Okay, so as undefined array key file in this one on line 2. Okay, trying to access array offset. Okay, type null. Okay, so let us come here. Let us go back here. So here we have here file. Okay, file, and here we have file. So for the name, we should have we should have the file, and here we should have the type. It is a file. Okay, so here for the this one we need this one, and here we need it is a post request, as you can see here. And we should add here, there is something I forgot. When we are working with file, we need to specify the enc type. Okay, so for the encryption type, for the type, we are going to use the form data. Okay, this one, multipart / form data. Okay, so after doing that, let us save. Make sure guys, you save everything. Okay, everything. So here we have our form. We have the method post. We have the action index.php, we have the enc type, we have multipart form data, and here we have our input. It's right here, the name, it is my file, press hold, is a file, and the ID, we have no ID here, as you can see everything. Okay, have the input type, we have this one. Okay, and here when we go in the index.php, as you can see, this is what we have. Okay, so if we save the index.php, make sure you save everything, and we save here. Just press Ctrl S to save. So after doing all that, let us open our browser. Okay, so when we open our browser, and then you should also make sure you go back to the index.html, and then you refresh. After refreshing, make sure you have refreshed. Then we go here, we choose a file. So I'm going to choose the picture 4F, this one. Okay, so after choosing it, then I'm going to come here and I click the submit button. So after submitting, as you can see here, we get this name. Okay, and then we get this is what we wanted. Okay, so as you can see here, if I reduce this with these windows, so here, as you can see, so here, as you can see, so when we go back to the index.php, here we wanted the name, which is this one, and here we wanted this size. Okay, the size, it is there 516293. Okay, and if we try to compare the size with the default size, as we go, I got it from pictures, then here pictures we have, no, I got it from downloads. So it is called a picture 4F. So for the picture 4F, as you can see, it has 504 KB. Okay, 504 KB. So it is approximately 516,000 kilobytes. Okay, 1,000 bytes. Okay, these ones are okay. So as you can see, it is approximately, okay, as you can see here. Okay, there are some buffers that are not included, but this is the exact size. Okay, this is the exact size. Okay, so there are many other Superglobals you can use. There are very many. There are very many. Okay, please try to research and find out more. And if you want me to give you all of them in one video, okay, I'll give you all of them. But these ones are enough. You should know all these ones in order to become a successful web developer. Okay.